complained about Sarkodie, about how Sarkodie doesn't pick their calls, about how they send songs to Sarkodie and Sarkodie doesn't do the verses for them, and he delays it to the point that the projects that they want to put out, they have to put it out without Sarkodie's verse. Freddie Meywei came to speak about it. Yemi Alade came to speak about it. Ayigbe Edem came to speak about how he had a song with Sarkodie and Sarkodie didn't pick his call, so because of that Sarkodie didn't even do the music video. A lot of artists, recently Samini has come to talk about it. Now, in all this, people were wondering, say, hey, so is this Sarkodie's lifestyle? Because if a lot of people are complaining about the same thing, then it means there's some consistency. Because you can't tell me that Freddie Meywei, Yemi Alade, Samini, and Ayigbe Edem, and all those other artists, they went to sit down somewhere and they decided that let's concoct this story about Sarkodie. Because it is very, the variables are different, separate. So that means there's some iota of truth in what is going on about Sarkodie being snobbish and not picking calls and, delaying people's features and stuff like that. But for some time, nobody has come out to say any positive thing. But now, some artists have started coming out with positive news about Sarkodie and how Sarkodie did their verses for them and how Sarkodie did responded to their call and did the song for them fast. So now the most important question that we are asking is that is Sarkodie in Shishenimu or in Yimu? Is he face look or inside remove? But how can you be doing things fast for some people and then be doing it slow for some people? Anyway, some of the artists have come to share their views, come to share their stories about how Sarkodie was helpful. And this is changing the narrative or shifting the narrative a bit. We'll talk about it. I'm the Headless YouTuber, that's Headless Reactions. Alatari, Yanka! In 2017, legend Freddie Meywei complained bitterly about Sarkodie and how Sarkodie delayed his projects to the point that he had to release his album without Sarkodie's feature. Because anytime he asked Sarkodie for the song that he had sent him, Sarkodie will be giving him excuses. Oh, I'll do it for you next week. Oh, Tracy Success went to give birth in America. I went there. Oh, my son swallowed a fridge. Oh, he was just giving petty excuses, according to Freddie Meywei. Watch this video.
Last year you were in Ghana, is it last year or two, for the Legends Awards, and you came to Ghana to perform. And I heard in an interview you said that you wanted to perform or do a collaboration with Sarkodie, and then you mentioned Stonebwoy as well. Has that collaboration materialized?
You made a mistake because I didn't want to talk about that because it's not good for him.
It's not good for Sarkodie? Of
course.
Why?
He didn't have respect for me, and I don't want to talk about him because, I told to everybody that I love him. And for my new album, I decided to make a song with him. I sent the song. He has it today. Since 1.5 years ago, we were agree with everything, any day, everything. He has the song, and he didn't do any. Oh, boss, I send it to you tomorrow. I send you to you in 1 week. I went to USA because my wife gave birth, and I come back. I send it to you. Since this time, I don't still have it. The album came out.
Now with this, Sarkodie also came to apologize and to explain that all these things that are going on, the song that Freddie Meywei sent him is too deep to the point that he had to channel his energy into the deepest depths of the creativity so that he can give the level of deepness in his flow. And because of that, that's what caused the delay. Watch this video.
Meywei can I say no me the chopper emano because me nim dey na e question but on me tina say one.
For instance, I apologized to Freddie Meywei because I knew what was going on and perfectly understood him. The song he asked me to feature on was quite deep, and I needed time to think about the perfect lines. So I always asked him to be patient with me, but he thought I was deceiving him. Business-wise, I may not make sense, but talent-wise, I simply had to take my time to ensure that I delivered very well on the lyrics. Of course, he's a legend. I mean, who wouldn't want to work with Meywei? That's why I sincerely apologized to him.
Now, I don't know how musicians do it, if they do it fast like Shatawale or they do it slow like other artists. But what Sarkodie is saying there, he's saying that from a marketing or whatever perspective, we might not understand him, but talent-wise, musically, he knows what he's talking about. Yemi Alade also came to say the same thing, that Sarkodie delayed his project, Sarkodie's management didn't even listen to her, and stuff like that. In 2017, the same 2017. Not just in 2017, Sarkodie was a hot cake. Now, imagine Sarkodie being a hot cake and over 100 artists sending him songs to do feature for. Definitely some people will get theirs, some people will not get theirs. So now the thing has split. Those who didn't get theirs are angry, those who got theirs are happy. Ayigbe Edem came to complain that Sarkodie doesn't pick calls. Samini has come to complain that Sarkodie doesn't read messages. But in all this, the links are in the description for, all of these things. D Black came to share his story, and he said, it just hit me that Sarkodie pulled up to my crib one time and did 2 verses for me, Omega, and give it to me featuring YC and myself and himself on my album. And guess what? I wasn't even home. I was in Kumasi performing at an event. I came back next day and recordings were there, done. Big up G. Now this is the story that D Black has come to share about Sarkodie. That he wasn't at home. Sarkodie came to his house, came to do 2 verses with your friend say DJ Breezy. What about them? Sarkodie came to do 2. He came all the way from Tema to D Black. I don't know where D Black lives, but he came to D Black's house to go and do a song. Now, after that, Pop Skinny also came to, say his side of the story. He said, so when D Black said this about Sarkodie, I realized I also sent a song to Sarkodie. And when just I was about to call him and say, yo bro, when you go do my song, Angel Town told me that he did the verse for me the day I sent him the song. Come party with us is the title. So all of you had this story, so you've been sitting on it since 2017. They've dragged Sarkodie songs. Now that you're sharing your story. All of you knew that Sarkodie has been fast in delivering his verses for you. But if the slow people are complaining and shouting and talking and people are dragging Sarkodie, some of you didn't come out to come and say, hey, Sarkodie did my fast for me. After Pop Skinny, Wendy Shay also came to say, hey, my rhyme. Wendy Shay came to say that I released my first ever song on 1st June 2018. Just 3 months in the industry, I sent Psalm 35 to Sarkodie. 2 hours later, he sent his verse. I just have 2 songs. I still have 2 songs with a top GH artist since 2020, and the person never do them. Okay, I want to say thank you, Sarkodie. You are too kind. Nature said she sent a song to Sarkodie. Within 2 hours, Sarkodie did the verse and sent it back. But another top artist that she's not mentioning the artist's name. This same artist, she has given 2 songs to since 2020, and the artist has not done the song. So the whole thing is a cycle. You can't impress everybody. This one is chopping this one is getting the feature fast. This one is getting the feature slow. You can't impress everybody. Now, with all this, let me know what you think. Is Sarkodie really a bad person when it comes to features and verses? Or he's a good person, but he, you know, because of some unsatisfied people, then that's why all these things are happening. One person I want to hear talk is Kwesiata, because Kwesiata, the number of songs he has with Sarkodie, when he started coming up and all that, no. Kwesiata should come and tell us how fast Sarkodie did the verses. All these people should tell us how fast. Shatawale should come and tell us how fast Sarkodie did. Meji Oge, how fast they did it. Dancehall Commando, how fast he did it. And let's know whether it is Sarkodie's nature to delay people's projects or it's just vibes and feelings. Because I can imagine the number of people who want to feature Sarkodie, the number of songs on his table, and how he has to write songs for all these people. And if he doesn't think deep or change his style or stuff like that, it's these same people who come and say that Sarkodie's rap is one way, Sarkodie's flow is one way. Meanwhile, maybe that day he did 10 songs, 10 different features for 10 different people. Anyway, this thing is becoming a trend, and when it starts becoming a trend, then all the ragamuffins and whatever will come and join. Let's Play, a YouTuber, has come to join this whole thing with another silly Let's Play said, one time I was kidnapped by some robbers on my way to Libya on the desert. They said the only way they will leave me is if they had an original verse from Sarkodie. So I hit him up, and guess what? He had finished doing the verse even before I called. I owe Obede my life. Let's Play, you are not serious. Now, let's not trivialize this. Let's not trivialize all these people who are sharing their stories. No. Let's Play. Go and sit down. Let's have the artists come out and come and tell us genuine stories about how Sarkodie picked their calls fast. And then we'll know whether Sarkodie is in Shishenimu or Iyimu. Now let me know in the comment section, do you think Sarkodie watches face before he does the features? Or he is removing inside? He will see this song and say, this song I can relate to, let me do the song. This one, it's not nice, but I can't tell this guy it's not nice. He will think I'm hating on him. So let's put it down small. Let's delay him. What do you think it is? Let me know in the comment section. Watch other videos on this channel. Tell somebody about Headless. Yeah, Yapon.